Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Shall we start the class?
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Still, people are joining.
Yes, sir.
So, in the previous class, we have seen the syllabus, right?
Yes, sir. How are you now, sir?
I'm okay now. Thank you. I'm feeling somewhat better.
That's good to hear, sir.
So, in the previous class, what we have seen, can anybody tell?
Sir, in the previous class, we have spoke about all the different types of conductors, sir, semiconductors, conductors, insulators, temperature coefficient of resistances, and it gave a simple circuit also by keeping a conductor in it. And also you derived R equal, not derived, sir, just told what R equals to rho L by A means. And that's it, sir. Yeah, and V equals to IR, that formula also.
So, we have seen Ohm's law, right?
Yes, sir.
We have taken one conductor, right? So, for that conductor, um, we connected mm, a battery.
Sir, some people are in the waiting room, sir. Can you allow them?
Okay, allowed. We have applied a certain voltage, and we assume that some current I is flowing through this, right? So, according to Ohm's law, this I is proportional to the voltage applied.
Sir,
Right?
some people are in waiting room.
And the proportionality constant, okay, I have allowed them, is 1 by R, and this R is given by rho into L by A, right? Where this rho this row is called what? This is called a specific resistance, right? And L is a length of the conductor, and the A is a area of the conductor, right? So if the resistance R is a resistance of the conductor, so this is our conductor, right? So in that case, then we can represent the above conductor with a resistor, mm, a resistor of resistance R ohms, and so this is the electrical equivalent of the circuit. We can represent that conductor, right, like this. So Ohm's law, I is equal to V by R. So V is equal to I into R, right? So this is
Yes, sir.
about the conductor. So the conductor, we have told, we have seen in the previous class that the resistance of the conductor um, changes with the temperature, right? If the temperature increases, its resistance. What happens to the resistance?
Uh,
If temperature
Resistance
increases,
Yes, sir. For conductors, resistance increases.
for conductor's resistance increases.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Temperature increases. For insulators, resistance will decrease.
Hmm. So, and in this, what actually I want to say is, we can have a, sorry, according to Ohm's law, the temperature at a constant temperature, at constant temperature, I is proportional to V. Okay. So, to have this Ohm's law satisfied, for a conductor, its temperature must remain constant. Okay, that is the condition laid down by the Ohms
Okay, sir.
in his statement. Okay,
Hmm.
so that is what, right now, that circuit we have seen, right? So in that circuit, resist and the conductor is replaced with resistance R. So So we have I is equal to V by R according to Ohm's law, right? Now this we can replace. I also have V is equal to I into R from the same formula. So in the if we replace this here, we will get I is equal to so not in this power formula. Sorry, we will get same I, right? Power. I think power expression did I told in the previous class. P is equal to V
Yeah,
into
you
I,
told.
right? So I is a rate of charge flow, that is coulombs per second. V is a work done per unit charge, right?
Yes, sir.
So now if we multiply, what happens? So what is the units of voltage work done? Joules per coulombs. Voltage units will be, right? So power is V into I, that is joules per coulombs multiplied by coulombs per second, right? So your coulombs get cancelled, you'll get joules per second is units of power, right? Power is work done, rate of work done, right? So joules is a units of work done or energy. So per second gives a power, right? So there we need not have any doubt regarding the units of this power. Okay, P is equal to V into I. How it is going? How it is satisfied? How can I know that it is equal to V into I? So like this, we can verify the units of power. Okay,
Okay, sir.
does it give clarity about what is this power? How do you, what is this V into I? How it can be equal to power?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So power is having the same units as we had in our physics or some any other subject. Okay, so P is equal to V into I, right? So in that case, mm, P is equal to V into I, right? And we have I is equal V is equal to I into R, and we substitute it here, and we get P is equal to
I square.
I square into R, right? And also we have I is equal to V by R, right? Then if we substitute here in this, we get P is equal to
V square by
V square by R also.
R.
So this is one formula, two. So in any way you can calculate power for this given circuit. Okay, so you can
Okay, sir.
calculate power uh, of this circuit using any of these three formulas. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so let us take a same example for that. Simple example. say some 5 ohms, R is equal to, right? If R is equal to 5 ohms, what will be the current I? Tell me, anyone?
2, sir.
Hmm?
2.
So I is equal
2
to
amperes.
V by R. So that is equal to 10 by 5, 2 amperes, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So what is the voltage applied across the resistor? Five volts, right? We have connected the resistor to 5 volts source, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So there should not be any doubt regarding the voltage applied across the resistor, right?
Yes.
So the terminals of the resistor are these. So across these terminals, a source is connected, right? Okay. So are the resistor is connected across the terminals of 10 volt source. Sorry, 10 volts. Actually 10 volts, right? We have connected the resistor across a 10 volt source. So the voltage across the resistor will be 10 volts because we have connected it across a source of 10 volts. Okay, now power. So here who is delivering the power or who is delivering the energy? Hello.
Battery.
So the battery is doing the power.
Power is delivered by cell. It is a cell. When you see only one positive and one negative terminal, right? It is called a cell. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Battery is a
Combination of cells.
Yes, sir. Group of
cell. A cell is like this. Okay. A battery. At least you will have. So this is a battery. Two cells you are having, plus minus and plus minus. Okay. So you have two cells. More than two cells when they are connected, it is called battery. Okay. Now, so power is delivered by the cell. Okay. And power is received by resistor. Okay. So the power delivered by cell is how to calculate. It is delivering a voltage V into I. Power is V into I. So what is the voltage? 10. How much current it is delivering? 2 amperes. So 10 watt or 10 joule per second. 1 joule per second is equal to 1 watt. Okay. Now the power delivered by this power received by the resistor is same thing. You can calculate like that also, or you can use I into R. I is 2. Sorry, it is 20 watts. How much current?
Sir, not I square R, sir.
Sorry, I square R.
I square.
So it is 20 watts,
20 watts.
right? That is voltage. I into R is voltage. I square R is
Power.
power, right? Sorry, mistakenly I have written like V into I, 10 into 2, 20 watt. Power received by the resistor is I square R. So you get 20 watt. Okay. So either way you can calculate for this case, because there is only one source and there is only one resistor or element to receive the power. Okay. So now This is about a resistor. So what happens to this power or energy? So, a joule per second, right? It is taking 20 joules per second, right? So it is taking
Yes, sir.
so many joules per second, 20 joules, right? So what it will do, this power? What happens to this power? Hmm?
Sir, this power is used to transport the electrons from one end to the other end.
This joules of energy, this energy received by resistor. This is the question. Okay. Somebody told something. What happens to
It
this?
is used up by the electrons to move from one place to another, one end to other end.
No. Okay. Any other answer?
Sir, the heat can be radiated.
So
I
here
square R losses, sir.
this is called this is a resistor. What it will do? What
Generate.
it will do? Resistor. It resists what? Flow of electrons, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So that means it is opposition for the flow of electrons. Every conductor, I told in the previous class, I think human body also will have certain mega ohms of resistance, right? So the resistance, what it will do is uh, it is because it is opposition, the energy you are supplying from the battery cell to the resistor will take another form. Whenever there is opposition for the flow of energy, the energy automatically takes another form, whether it is a heat energy or a kinetic energy or some magnetic energy. If you produce an opposition for the energy automatically takes another form. Okay, so here this energy mm, is converted into heat or heat energy. So you are supplying energy in the form of electricity, but because of this opposition, the this energy in the electricity form, right? Because it is facing opposition, it will take the form of heat. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So the energy is converted into heat, right? It is called dissipation, right? Dissipation. Resistance causes dissipation of energy. That means energy is converted into heat, right? So these days most of us in each and every field we want to transfer the energy in the form of electricity, because it is the most efficient one. As of now, it is the most efficient way of transporting the energy from one place to another place. Okay, energy
Okay, sir.
transfer in the form of electricity is the uh, most efficient form or method. Okay, that's why even though we produce electricity in power plants hundreds of kilometers away from our residential locations or from cities or towns, right? Still the energy is energy is transmitted through transmission lines, power lines, right? So still, whether whatever the distance, it is the efficient way. If you want to transfer heat energy for 1 kilometer, right? For example, if you say 100 joules of energy here from Visakhapatnam to Vijayawada, if you want to transfer this amount of 100 joules, right? By the time it reaches Vijayawada, you will find no energy. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So heat energy, good conductors of heat are, tell me the examples of good conductors of heat.
Metal, sir. Metal.
Metals, right? So you put a metal from Visakhapatnam to Vijayawada and heat it here at Visakhapatnam end. What amount of heat will reach Vijayawada?
Negligible, sir.
No, sir.
Almost no energy will reach, right?
Yes.
So, but if you transmit the energy in the form of electricity, 90% of amount will reach Vijayawada. Even these days, some conductors called superconductors are being used in some places. If you use those type of superconductors, the efficiency may even go to 99%. Almost all energy you can receive at Vijayawada, right? So, and still best way of transmitting energy, anybody do you know?
Optical fiber, sir.
No, energy. Optical
Electricity.
fiber is for data communication.
Electricity, sir.
What is the best way to transfer? I did not told that the best way is the form of electricity, but still the better ways are there. Still more better ways than electricity are there.
Sir, could you please repeat your question?
What is the best way of transporting energy from one place to best form of transporting the energy?
Sir, by
Fuel
various
by
forms.
fuels like fuel. Fuel.
Sir, by the process called conduction, convection, and radiation, that one you're asking.
No, whatever you understand. I want to transport electricity from Visakhapatnam to Vijayawada, right? And we discussed that by if you transport the energy in the form of heat, we think we said somebody told that we almost get a negligible amount of energy at Vijayawada, right? Yes or
Yes,
no?
sir. Yes.
So if it is by means of electricity, I told you that we can get 90% of energy at Vijayawada. Okay. So better, is there any other better form to transmit the energy?
Radiation, sir. Radiation.
Radiation. Radiation means what? Through air.
Yes, sir.
So if you release the energy in the form of heat, radiation means what? Heat radiation.
Electromagnetic, sir.
Electromagnetic radiation. Better than that, is there any other form? Whether it is possible or not, whether currently the people in the world are doing or not.
DC current.
1 minute,
Sir, we
please.
can directly produce current by using DC or AC conductors.
1 minute, please. 1 minute. 1 minute. So if we can transfer energy in the form of light, hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So is it can we say the light is the better best way of transmitting the energy?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Light also can be used.
Mm.
But as of now we are unable, we are not doing that, right?
Yes, sir. It has high speeds too, so even using that kind of technology we don't have presently to
But
hear that.
we can say that it is a better way than the electricity in the form of electricity, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So electricity also electrons also travel at what speed? Electrons will travel at the speed of light, you know.
Yes, sir. 3 into 10 farad. During the lightning strikes, we are able to see, no, sir.
No. Even if you connect a battery in this
Okay.
which we are now observing on the circuit in the screen, so that is also here also electricity passes or electrons travel at the speed of light. Okay,
Yes, sir.
but the efficiency is more I think when we transmit energy in the form of light, right? Okay, so we will let us go to our subject, go into our subject. So this energy which is supplied to the resistor is converted into heat,
Heat.
Okay, so that's why actually we are shifting into electricity for transmission of energy, but because of this resistance, again the heat is coming into picture and causing some losses. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so wherever we find resistance, it will cause some loss of energy. That means again we are unable to recover this heat energy. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so this energy which is converted into heat is dissipated into the atmosphere. Okay, so that's why I square r into time gives a heat energy dissipated by the resistor. Okay,
Yes, sir.
so here I square r is 20 watt. If you keep the supply for say 1 second, it will dissipate 20 joules. That means whatever the energy given to this resistor, entire energy is dissipated into heat.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so wherever there is resistance, it causes only power loss. Okay, or energy loss. Okay, so let's let us go into the another um, for example, if we have two conductors like this, two conductors are here. Okay, so if you join these two conductors and connect them to a source, so this connector is half R1 resistance, this is R2 resistance. Okay, so say some voltage V, say it delivers a current of some I amperes. Okay, so this case, let us consider this case. Okay, so conductor 1 and conductor 2. Okay, with resistors R1 and R2, right? So we can replace this circuit with our equivalent. So this is the circuit, right? So in
Yes,
this
sir.
case, the voltage supplied by the battery is applied across these two terminals, right? These 2 points, right? So total voltage applied across R1 and R2 is V volts, right?
Yes, sir.
So left side terminal, this one, terminal 1 is a terminal of resistor 1. This terminal is a resistor of terminal of resistor 2, right? The other two terminals are joined here. Okay. So what is the resistance? What is the voltage applied across R1 and R2 separately? We know that total voltage applied is V volts between these two terminals, but I want the voltage across R1 separately and the voltage across R2 separately. That is okay. Now see here, the resistors are connected like this.
Series, sir. Series.
So a current I is being supplied into the combination of these two resistors R1 and R2, right? Okay. So these two resistors carry the same current, right? Whatever the current, what is the current that comes here, comes out of R2? I amperes only, right? So this current is just like a water. Say you have a pipe like this, you have a bigger diameter pipe with a bigger diameter, right? So you have connected two pipes like this. Okay, clear? So you supply some 10 liters of water. What water comes, how much water comes out here?
10
Same,
liters.
sir.
Huh?
10 liters only.
Same.
10 liters only. Is there any doubt regarding this? Hmm?
No, sir.
Same thing with the electron current. So this is water current. This is electron current. Electric current, R it is called. Okay. So just like water, it comes out like this. Okay. So according to Ohm's law, mm, this is R1, this is R2, current is I1. So what is the voltage across this one? Say let it V1, let it be V2. Okay. So by Ohm's law, V is equal to IR, right?
Yes, sir.
So V1 ఏమవుతుంది? V1 is equal to, what is the current flowing through R1? I1. So it is R1. Okay. Similarly V2, what is the current flowing through R2? Sorry, I not I మనం ఒక I కదా యూస్ చేసాము. So I into R2. Okay. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
Yes, sir.
So V1 is the voltage across R1. V1 is I into R1. Voltage across R2, that is V2, is I into R2. Okay. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So, but what is the total voltage we have applied?
V.
Total voltage applied to the circuit is V, right? So, can you have any other voltage than this? So, V is nothing but V1 plus V2. Okay.
Yes,
Is it
sir.
clear? So, just I will change this. So, total voltage is V1 plus V2. So, I can write I into R1 plus I into R2. So V is equal to I into R1 plus R2. Again coming to Ohm's law only, right? V into I into R total, where R total is equal to R1 plus R2. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now individual resistors will dissipate because R1 is a resistor, R2 is also a resistor. Both will cause the electricity to convert it into heat, right? So
Yes, sir.
power received otherwise by R1 is equal to I square into R1. Power received by R2 is I square into R2. But total power supplied by cell is V into I. P is equal to V into I, right? So that
Yes,
P
sir.
is equal to powers received by R1 and R2. So P is equal to PR1 plus PR2. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Because the source of power is only one there, that is the cell, so it is supplying a power of P. Obviously the power received by the two resistors will be sum of the powers received by the two resistors will be equal to the power supplied by the source. Can we say like that? Hmm? Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Any doubt in this? If you have any doubt, you can ask. Already it is 2:49. Any doubt?
No, sir. No, sir.
Hmm? Let R1 is equal to 5 ohms, R2 is equal to 10 ohms, and V is equal to 30 volts. Then I will be how much? V by R total, that is 30 by 15, 2
Two.
amperes.
2 ohms.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So PR1 is equal to
VI1.
PR1 is equal to V1I. Otherwise, V1I or this is equal to I square R1. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Power or V2I
Right, sir.
I square R2. So I is a 2, 4 into 5, 20 watt.
20
This is 4 into 10,
40 watt.
40 watt. Total power delivered supplied
Total
60 watt.
60 watts.
delivered by source V into I, that is 13 to 2, 60 watt. Both are same or not?
Sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
30 VI.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So from source point of view, I have calculated, and from the resistors point of view, I have calculated. So sum of those two, PR1 and PR2, is equal to this power delivered by the source, 60 watt. Clear? So I will stop
Yes,
at this point, and we shall meet in the next class. Okay.
Okay,
Thank you,
sir.
sir.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, then bye.